in a world where cinema reigns supreme. Join us on an epic journey through the silver screen. Welcome to What's New with Stu, a movie review, with your host Dave Stewart, a video podcast where every frame tells a story. Get ready for insights, laughs, and film debates. From blockbusters to hidden gems, we've got it all covered. Lights, camera, action. It's time for What's New with Stu, a movie review. And now your host, David F. Stewart.
Why'd you keep an eye on him?
This oven is disgusting.
In the immortal words of the late great Benny Hill. Good evening, viewers. Good evening, all. Welcome to another episode of What's New with Stu, a movie review. I'm your host, Dave Stewart. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the reimagination, so to speak, or revisionment, I guess you could say, of the classic comedy from the 1980s, The Naked Gun, starring Liam Neeson and Pam Anderson. It just premiered last night. I just saw it. I want to do a quick review on the film. And of course, The Naked Gun, this version, it's not a sequel, obviously. None of the characters are from the original film, which came out in 1988.
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stuffed.
Let me help you with that.
And obviously, it's not a remake because none of the characters are in this film either. It's not like they remade the original film and did it, verbatim. This is basically this idea that Liam Neeson plays Lieutenant Frank Drebin's son, who was played by the senior Leslie Nielsen in the original.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
And this basically is the story of how the son is very similar to the father, and he works in police squad. And
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Basically kind of a parody and send-up of cop movies and just about everything else you can think of. The original was a huge hit in 1988. The Zucker brothers and Jim Abrams made those films. And of course, originally they made the classic Airplane movie, which is considered by many people to be maybe the funniest comedy ever made in 1980.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
And they just kept on making one hit after the other. Leslie Nielsen, who had done serious roles for years, became a huge comic star. He did Mr. Magoo, Dracula Dead and Loving It. And of course, he made the 3 Naked Gun movies. And of course, everyone in the Naked Gun films and the original films were great. But Leslie Nielsen was the key to the success of those movies.
Hey, look at that. The missing evidence in the Kellner case. My God, he was innocent.
He went to the chair 2 years ago, Frank.
And one of the reasons these films work so well is they hire actors that play it straight. Back in the original Airplane, they had Robert Stack and Lloyd Bridges and Peter Graves from Mission Impossible. And they were all serious actors, including Leslie Nielsen. And they were just getting laughs, basically taking everything very seriously and getting the laughs from that, taking that approach. If it was for 1 minute, they actually acknowledged this was a comedy, the whole movie would fall flat on its face, but they don't, and that's why it's very, very funny. Now, Mel Brooks kind of started this whole thing with this parodied kind of stuff with Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein. But Airplane's really what started this idea of just having so many sight gags and so many just things happening at one time. You watch a movie like this, you cannot look away from the screen. You've got to pay attention. And The Naked Gun just did an incredible job. The first movie was the best. I didn't love 2 as much as the first film. And by the way, it was called The Naked Gun, The Files from Police Squad, Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear, and Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult. And now, of course, you have this movie, which is just called The Naked Gun. Now, there's a lot of homage to the original Naked Gun movie in this. There's a lot of homage to the original TV show. It was called Police Squad in 1982. That's where The Naked Gun came from. It was only 6 episodes.
Please go away. I don't want to answer any more of your questions.
We're sorry to bother you at a time like this, Mrs. Twice. We would have come earlier, but your husband wasn't dead then.
And Nielsen was hysterical in them, but not a lot of people watched, and they canceled the show. And then 6 years later, they made the Naked Gun movie. But this version has a lot of homages to the show, to Airplane. It even plays the classic theme song from Iron Newborn at the end of the film, which I love that theme song. I'm glad they brought it back. And there's a lot of great things in this film. Now, is it as good as the original films? No. I don't think so. Now, I met with my friends Peter, Paul, Pasquale and my great friend Seth last night, we all saw the movie. Everybody thought it was funny. Pasquale's 21. He didn't see the original, and he said, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I can't go that far because I did see the original. I saw the original 3, and I told Pasquale you should go watch the original. I just think that Leslie Nielsen is just, he's just so good in that role that even though Liam Neeson is really the best part of this film and the reason to see this movie, he's not Leslie Nielsen. How can anybody be Leslie Nielsen?
I couldn't believe it was her. It was like a dream. She was the kind of woman that made you want to drop to your knees and thank God you were a man. She reminded me of my mother, all right, no doubt about it.
The film is really good. It's funny. I would say I give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe if I saw it again, I'll laugh even more, But I don't think it's as good as the original Naked Gun or even the sequels, to be quite honest with you, especially the third one, too.
But I like my sex the way I play basketball. One-on-one and with as little dribbling as possible.
You don't see a lot of movies like this where a crowd of people get together in a movie theater and just laugh hysterically together at something like this. Usually people go home and Netflix and watch it in the comfort of their homes. So see a crowd of people see what's basically just a straight out comedy.
You, Frank, are the best of the best.
I need a bathroom.
I need this room immediately.
There's a line, man.
Police business. Oh, I'm going to ruin another suit.
This is basically what it is. It's just meant to make you laugh. And to share that experience in the theater is something I haven't done in a long time, especially since COVID. So I recommend going to the theater if you can. But like I said, if you haven't seen the original Naked Guns, I think you would really, really like this. And if you've seen the original films, I think you'll enjoy this as well. So anyway, I'm signing off now. Again, in the immortal words, the late great Benny Hill. We'll see you next time, folks. Good night. I'll see you next time, and I'll see you at the movies.